Ryan Stevenson challenge. Let's hear what John McGlynn thinks of it all so far. He's with Luke.
John, your thoughts on that first half and any potential changes second half?
No, I think everything's going very well. I think we've dominated the game. We're pleased with the way that we're playing good football. We've not got the goal that we're looking for, but we've, the attitude of the players is fantastic, and it's a real good derby game.
Thanks, John.
Cheers.
Catch your breath. That was a breathless first 45 minutes. Typical derby stuff here at New Year in Edinburgh. In a moment, we'll be getting the views on the first 45 with Neil McCann and the Northern Ireland manager, Michael O'Neill, including should that Northern Ireland defender, James McPake, have been punished with a penalty for Hearts. Welcome back to Tynecastle, where there is a fantastic atmosphere even at half-time in the New Year Edinburgh derby. It's goalless at the interval. I'm joined by two veterans of this particular tie, Neil McCann, formerly of Hearts, and the Northern Ireland manager, Michael O'Neill, formerly of Hibernian. Michael, what have you thought of the first half?
It's not been for the faint-hearted, you know. It's been frenetic from start to finish. I think if me and Neil were playing tonight, we'd have to mark each other probably, to be fair. But the game, it never really settled down. I thought Hearts probably had the better of the first half, because from a territorial point of view, most of the game was played in Hibs' half. Hibs really have just resorted to having to play long balls, and Griffiths has had to chase things. Hearts have come with their game plan. They put the ball on top of Sutton a lot, and they've pressed the game really high up the pitch. And you know what chances there have been have tended to be at obviously the Hibs end.
Hibernian came here saying they were confident. Has that been reflected in the way they've been set up tonight?
Well, possibly just the result against Celtic maybe took over Pat Fenlon's thinking, because I think Hibs have been at their best when there's two up there with Griffiths and Doyle, Kearney on one side, Witherspoon on the other, and they're effective. I don't think they're really strong in defence, but when you've got four guys up front on for them, then you create chances and you score plenty of goals. And I think it's just the Celtic result that's led Pat to thinking, go in there, don't give up the midfield area, because it's so important in derbies, and see if we can maybe sneak one. But like Michael said, it's not just Hibs that's doing long balls, it's Hearts as well, and I think for the game it's been spoiled by that.
Should Hearts have had a penalty?
Yeah, well, if we see it here, again, it's a decent ball. It's played in behind, obviously, sort of left-sided centre-back, and James McPake comes across. It's a rash challenge. He's going with his wrong leg as well. You'll probably see it a little bit clearer here. And for me, it's a penalty, to be honest. He makes no contact with the ball. The lad Robinson's kind of pulling up, and as you see there's contact. And whether driver scores or not, it's a penalty for me. The linesman's on that side as well, sees it very clearly, and I'm surprised that it wasn't given.
Does James, who's in your Northern Ireland squad, of course, did he have to make that tackle?
I don't think so. He's a wholehearted player, James, and that's the great thing about him as a manager. You know what you're getting from him, but I think at times he is a little bit rash. That was an instance of it there. He's fought for every ball against Sutton, and he's put his head in on a number of occasions. We'll see a tackle, I think, coming up where he's involved as well. And I think, again, it's in front of the Hibs fans, the adrenaline's high, and I think a little bit composure, maybe step out of it.
Are Hearts now lucky to have 10 men out of 11 men?
Yeah, that can be a red card in any game. It's not just his right leg he's leading with, he's off the ground with his left, and he definitely catches James McPake. And whether it's James McPake's body that's just in the viewpoint of Willie Collum that lets Stevenson get away with that, but I think it's reckless. As Andy said, it's out of control, and Hearts are very lucky they're not down to 10 men.
OK, guys, it's 0-0 at the moment. The legends are out on the pitch at the moment. That's what all the noise is just now. There's Scott Crabb, ex of Hearts, sticking it into the back of the net past the Hibernian legend Andy Gorham, showing the way, just as Mickey Weir did. Oh, he has saved by Henry Smith. Second half is next.
Matt, what have you said to your players at half-time?
I think we just got to get up the pitch a little bit more, to be honest. We're too deep at times. We defended quite well. They've had a lot of ball, but they haven't caused us too many problems, I suppose.
Thanks, Pat.
Cheers. It's a sellout under the lights, the traditional New Year Edinburgh derby.